Massive higher education spending bill continues to advance in the Minnesota House and Senate and was in the House Ways and Means Committee today. KIMT News 3's Alec Lasham spoke with the president of Winona State University about how funding from it could help alleviate ongoing issues like the cost of student tuition and the college's ongoing structural deficit.
Minnesota lawmakers are working away at a massive higher education bill that would help fix financial issues facing colleges. State Representative Gene Pawlowski says for too long the state ignored its promise to fund colleges and that students have bared the majority of costs through increases in tuition.
This has to be affordable. It has to be accessible. We also took a look at each of the campuses in the Min-State system. They have structural deficits, where even if they had gotten the initial request from the Min-State system, they still would have been cutting program and they would have been cutting faculty.
Winona State University's president Scott Olson says the state dollars are crucial and that without it, some programs could be cut next year.
We're reaching kind of almost a breaking point where the next steps would have to be reduction in the number of programs we offer, and some of those would be programs that are important to students, but also important to the future of Minnesota, in my opinion.
He says there has been a gradual decline in student enrollment since 2010, the worst of which was during the COVID-19 pandemic. The result has been a ballooning deficit, which is expected to be higher than $4 million next year. However, if approved, the bill would give a one-time payment to handle deficits, as well as ongoing funding for operational costs at state colleges. It would also include a funding freeze on increases in student tuition.
We like that, but fund the freeze. In other words, whatever tuition increase would have been, provide that same amount of resources to the institutions so that we essentially aren't being, our budget isn't actually being decreased.
Funding that would finally give colleges the chance to give students the best education possible.
This is a great state to pursue education wherever it takes you, and then go on and fulfill your hopes and dreams. And in doing that, and fulfilling your hopes and dreams as a student, you're actually fulfilling Minnesota's hopes and dreams for its future prosperity. That's exciting to be a part of.
In Winona, Alec Lasham, KIMT News 3.
Now, Olson says enrollment forecasts for this fall show an incoming class that exceeds the university's goal. The bill is currently on hold until lawmakers return from break and will likely head to the House floor and then a conference committee for final changes. That's according to State Representative Gene Pawlowski.